We saw she was given a special security escort to Court 6 last night. There were thousands of Filipinos who tried to get a glimpse of the star on Court 6. Hundreds didn't manage to get in. They were, in fact, quite rowdy at times.
Alex Eala, the Filipino tennis sensation, has just been personally invited back to Australia by the Australian president for a special exhibition match in Melbourne. And this isn't just another tennis event. It's a massive statement about respect, popularity, and the power of the fans. Let's start from the beginning. When Alex Eala competed in the Australian Open, something extraordinary happened. Thousands of Filipino fans flooded the venue to see their tennis hero, waving flags, chanting her name, and creating an atmosphere Melbourne had rarely witnessed. The stadium was packed, leaving thousands of devoted Eala fans outside, unable to watch their favorite player in action. Fast forward to today, and the Australian president, fully aware of her incredible popularity and the scenes from the Australian Open, decided to intervene personally. He invited Eala back for an exhibition match ahead of her next tournament, bypassing WTA decisions and tournament organizers to give the fans exactly what they wanted: a chance to see Alex Eala play live.
Record broken for the first Tuesday, set at about 58,000 back in 2020. That has now been broken today, set at about 61,000. So as you can see, just another ripper start to the Australian Open.
And once again, history repeated itself. Thousands of Eala fans poured through the streets of Melbourne, eager for a glimpse of their tennis idol. The energy was electric, the excitement palpable, yet despite efforts to accommodate everyone, the stadium filled to capacity, leaving thousands outside. The demand to see Alex Eala play is simply enormous. For security, Eala was escorted to the stadium under government protection, with Australian authorities ensuring safety amid the massive crowds. Once on the court, she absolutely delivered. The fans went wild as she showcased brilliant tennis alongside that infectious smile that has captured hearts worldwide. But here's where it gets interesting and somewhat controversial. Aryna Sabalenka, the current WTA #1, is reportedly unhappy about the situation. The Australian president organized a special exhibition for Alex Eala, providing presidential honors and government security, while Sabalenka, despite her top ranking, hasn't received this level of recognition. To be clear, Sabalenka is an incredible athlete who earned her #1 spot through dedication and outstanding performances, deserving respect for her achievements. But what's happening with Alex Eala is different. It's about connection, the love and passion fans have for someone who embodies their hopes and dreams. Eala may not yet be in the top 10, currently ranked 40th on the WTA chart, 9 spots higher than during the Australian Open. But rankings don't tell the full story. What makes Alex Eala special is the extraordinary bond she shares with her fans, particularly the massive and passionate Filipino community that has rallied around their national tennis hero.
Got a lot of global stardom to her. She's had some incredible results and she's beaten players like Madison Keys and Iga Swiatek, so she's the real deal, already top 50.
And Alex Eala is handling all of this with remarkable grace and humility. She has expressed nothing but gratitude for the overwhelming love she's receiving everywhere she goes, fully aware that this isn't just about her individual success. She carries the hopes of millions of Filipinos worldwide, who see in her something special, something worth celebrating. Now, let's talk about what really prompted this presidential intervention. Novak Djokovic, one of the greatest tennis players of all time, publicly criticized the WTA for their mismanagement of Alex Eala during the Australian Open.
I mean, it's you could argue that it was, maybe a poor schedule, and maybe they could schedule him on a bigger court. Yes, but again, she's Alex Eala. That's been a talk, and which is understandable. There's some players coming from respective countries, like she's coming from Philippines, which is now a big deal. She's been the biggest ever, tennis player from that country, which is big.
Think about what Djokovic is saying here. He's emphasizing that the environment in which a player competes matters enormously. The size of the court, the atmosphere, the energy from the crowd, the lighting, the surface conditions. All of these factors affect performance, especially in high-pressure situations like a Grand Slam. When a player who draws thousands of fans is placed on a small court where most supporters can't even get in, you're not setting her up for success. Djokovic's criticism clearly struck a chord, sparking conversation and questioning why the WTA would handle one of their most popular players this way. Apparently, it caught the Australian president's attention as well. Seeing the disappointment of Eala's fans after the Australian Open, thousands who traveled far just to watch their hero, the president decided to act. He brought Eala back, organized a special exhibition match, and ensured she had the platform to play for her fans the way she deserves. Yet, even with a specially arranged event and presidential support, the stadium still couldn't hold all of Eala's fans. Thousands remained outside. This demonstrates just how rapidly Alex Eala's popularity is soaring, a level of devotion rare in tennis, one that transcends rankings and tournament results. This kind of connection transforms a player into a global icon, making Alex Eala more than an athlete. She is becoming a symbol of Filipino pride and excellence on the world stage, something rankings alone cannot measure. Since the Australian Open, Eala has been steadily improving, moving from outside the top 50 to 41st, showing she's not only popular but developing into a genuinely strong competitor on the WTA Tour. What this entire situation highlights is the gap between how the WTA manages players and what fans actually want. The WTA focuses on rankings and seedings, which makes sense competitively. But when you have a player like Eala who fills stadiums and generates excitement that benefits the entire sport, flexibility in treatment becomes essential. The Australian president clearly understood this, seizing the opportunity to delight thousands, celebrate a rising star, and honor a player who has earned recognition through her extraordinary connection with fans. The fact that Aryna Sabalenka might be unhappy about this is understandable from her perspective, but it misses the point. This isn't about diminishing Sabalenka's achievements. It's about recognizing that tennis is ultimately a sport for the fans. When the fans speak this loudly, it deserves attention. Alex Eala's journey is only beginning. Ranked 40th in the world and climbing, with fan support that most players can only dream of, and with legends like Novak Djokovic advocating for her fair treatment, her future looks incredibly bright. The Australian president's decision to bring her back to Melbourne is more than a gesture. It's an acknowledgement that something special is happening, and Alex Eala deserves to be celebrated not just for her ranking, but for what she represents and what she is becoming. This is a new chapter in tennis, where popularity, connection, and cultural significance matter as much as rankings, and Alex Eala is writing that chapter with every match she plays.